tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about the news from yesterday. I waited till today really to cover it because there was a lot of college basketball upsets that I wanted to recap last night. More focused on the college basketball and the 2 NBA games I recapped in the same video. If you ever watched all those videos from last night, go watch those. But in this video, I want to talk about Nick Saban, legendary Alabama coach that has officially retired from the game of college football. A sad day really for the Alabama fans out there. Probably, if you're like me and a bunch of Alabama haters, really happy that Nick Saban retired. But I'm kind of shocked he retired. He officially retired, and it's kind of weird because there was no retirement tour or anything. He just retired, and I think people are saying, "Oh, the game passed him by. He wasn't good coaching." Well, he led Alabama to a 12-2 team, and this roster wasn't even really that good. And he got this team better as the season went along. Jalen Milroe got freaking benched early in the season. As much as I hate Alabama, you gotta give Nick Saban credit. He led that team to a 12-2 record. Like, the offense got better throughout the season. Jalen Milroe, until the last game, I thought. The offensive line had been an issue all season. But you gotta give credit where credit's due. Like, Nick Saban, legendary head coach. It's kind of easy when you have all that talent, but even with this team, wasn't really that talented compared to past Alabama teams, where, they've had Najee Harris in the past, Tua, DeMonte Smith, Jerry Jeudy, Henry Ruggs. Good offensive lines. This one really didn't have that good of an offensive line. And they still went 12-2. Their defense was really good. Just great. This Alabama team, was good fun to watch this year. So, this first report came out from, I believe it was Chris Lowe, on ESPN. So, man, I have a ton of respect for Nick Saban. I've enjoyed watching him on the show, on the Pat McAfee show this year, and him coaching this year, and on a Hall of Fame career, and really changed the game. And he really changed the sport, and really, it's sad for Alabama fans, because they've probably been watching him coach, since they were children, watching him. But he basically said on ESPN why he decided to retire, and he said, "My age started becoming a little bit of an issue, recruiting and hiring coaches. People wanted assurances I would be here for years, and it got harder and harder, to be honest. This last season, he basically said it was grueling, and it really was a real grind. Like he said, it was real grind because Alabama didn't start off the season good, losing to Texas by 10 at home, but they got better as the season went along, won the ACC championship, got into the playoffs when nobody thought they would. And he said he worked more with the defense this past season, and that took more time and put more stress, on him, and it was a difficult decision. So, reality, I think just the realities, he's 72 years old, the season was really a grind, and that's why he retired. And it makes sense, because he probably wants to spend more time, with his family, stuff like that. So I'm just hoping he enjoys his retirement. And I don't know if there'll ever be a Nick Saban, another Nick Saban. You can hate him all you want, which I understand. But this makes so much sense now regarding coordinators in the last few seasons. They've had so many different new coordinators. But I think he's just 72. It's not really surprising he retired. It's not a surprise he was going to retire. But just no warning, really. Just out of nowhere, you get Nick Saban just forming his teammates retiring. It's just kind of crazy. He had a good run, really good run. And he departed from Malmore, the athletic facility, today. So I don't know who's going to take over, because apparently Dan Lanning's staying in Oregon today, per a report. And Reese Davis reported that Nick Saban said he will be given an office above Bryant Denny Stadium. He told players, I can get on your ass from there just as easy as I can get on your ass from here. To know probably for Alabama to know he's still, for Alabama fans to know he's still going to be around makes you feel better. But Nick Saban's always been a classy, and he's the GOAT, even in retirement, because he has that respect and gratitude. Even, I think one of my favorite Saban moments is, after that loss, I think it was to Georgia in the national championship. Will Anderson Jr. and Bryce Young were at the media, and Nick Saban had some respect, gratitude, and basically said it doesn't define them even after one loss. And the greatest victors are those that demonstrate valor and defeat. And this was his best coaching job, in my opinion, because after that loss to Texas and massive QB questions, you didn't know who their quarterback was going to be. Who would have thought making the pretty much the Final Four and taking Michigan to overtime, one of the best defenses all season? And look, like I said, you can hate him, love him. I'm just giving my opinion, stating the facts. Just really shocked. And he basically said there's life after football, but he's always going to be there for Alabama however they need it. I don't think anybody made him quit. I just think maybe he just thought it's time. After all he's done for Bama, he can walk away and never look back. He's earned the right to call quits because he coached 17 seasons, and I don't think he made the college football playoffs every year, but I don't think he ever had a losing season in college football as well. And just really his past season was growing a real grind. He's just, legend beyond the game, and it isn't, he's sick or his health is bad. He's just, people don't realize he's 72 years old. The man maybe wants to enjoy retirement. And I don't think it's the NIL money either. I thought that at first, but at 72 years old, he just wants to spend time with his family. And he's going to retire in peace. I don't think there will ever be another Nick Saban. And he's the only coach in SEC history with multiple Heisman winners, which was 2009, 2015, 2020, and 2021. You remember Mark Ingram was a freaking dog in 2009. So we'll see. And there's nothing wrong with his health, he said. He's just references that the long work days are harder for him now, at 72 than like 10 years ago where he was 62. But yeah, Dan Lanning's also staying at Oregon. So who's going to be Saban's replacement is where I'm going to end it here. I don't know. A lot of people say Dabo Swinney could be a candidate. I don't think he'll go there because there was a video Alabama fans saying anybody but Dabo, anybody but Dabo. Dan Lanning's stance on this point, I don't know. We'll see. Whenever that comes out, I'll make a separate video on it. And whenever the new Alabama coach gets announced, I'll do that in a separate video. That's really all I have to say for this video. So, until next time, peace.